It is taking 30 minutes to reach from my house to school. If I want to reach early, then I have to increase my speed. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll learn about inverse variation. So, when one quantity increases, then the other quantity decreases, or vice versa. Then it is called the inverse variation or inverse proportion. Right? For example, I have just tell you if I have to reach my school early, then I have to increase the speed, right? Here, the speed and time product will be constant, alright? Because x is inversely proportional to y, same as expenses and saving. Let's say I have 1,000 rupees pocket money every month. Okay, if I spend 800 rupees, then savings are 200 rupees. When I expense less money, let's say 600 rupees, and savings will be more, right? Here the constant is my pocket money, correct? So these are nothing but the inverse proportion. Alright, now let's solve some questions based on inverse proportion. Now here we have to find the value of L, M and N, okay, where X and Y varies inversely. So X is inversely proportional to Y. So what we can say, XY equals to constant. Now when XY equals to constant, when I want to find this, so let me just write this, okay. So x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. Now here I want to find L and these are given values. So what I write, 24 times L equals to 32 times 12. Now as I want to find L, I'll just write this as 32 times 12 over 24. I can simplify by cancelling 12 and 2, right? And then I'll get L equals to 16, right? So this is my first answer. Alright, let's find the value of M using the same thing. Okay, x1, y1 equals to x2, y2. Now here we have M times 8 equals 32 times 12. So I can find M by dividing both the sides by 8. So I'll get 32 times 12 divided by 8 and I'll get M equals to 48. So this is my second answer, and similarly I'll find N value. So x1 y1 equals to x2 y2, and what I can say, 16 times N equals to 32 times 12 over 16, right? And now I can simplify this by cancelling, right? So I can do 8 4 times, 8 2 times, right? 8 4 times, 8 2 times, and 2 1 times, 6 times, and then I'll get 24 as the answer, correct? So we found all the values of L, M and N. Perfect, very easy question. Alright, now 36 men can do a piece of work in 7 days. Alright, how many men will do the same work in 42 days? So here if I'll just write this as men and days, number of days. Right. So 36 men can do the work in 7 days, and we have to find how many men. So let's say X in 42 days. So here when the number of men increases, the the number of days decreases, or vice versa, right? So it is nothing but the inverse proportionality. So what I can say, number of men is inversely proportional to number of days, correct? So we can say that here xy equals to constant. So I am taking this as x value, this is as y value. Okay, now x1 y1 equals to x2 y2, we know this. Now if I substitute this value, 36 times 7 equals to x times 42. And now we have to find the value of x, okay, by dividing both the sides by 42. And I'll write this way: 36 times 7 over 42. And now when I simplify this, okay, 7 1 times, 7 6 times. So I'll get x equals to 6. Right? So see, here the number of days increases. So the number of men, here it is increasing, right? So the number of men decreases, right? Easy to understand? Alright. Now let's understand this question. 12 pipes, all of same size, fill the tank at 42 minutes. So here number of pipes, I can take this as x, okay, and time taken in minutes, okay, this is in minutes, and I am taking this as y. So now 12 pipes can take 42 minutes, and we have to find 21 pipe will take how many minutes. So we have to find this value of y. Alright, again I can say x is inversely proportional to y. So xy equals to constant, and therefore what I can say, x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. I can find the value by substituting this. So what I can say, 12 times 42 equals 21 times y, and now to find the value of y I have to divide both the sides by 21. So I'll write this way: y equals to 12 times 42 over 21, and when I simplify this I'll get y equals to uh, here it is 24, right? Correct. So in 24 minutes, 21 pipes can fill the tank. So let me just write my final answer. So 24 minutes, 21 pipes can fill the tank. Okay, so I can write my final answer this way. Alright? Okay, perfect. Now, very interesting question. See, in a fort, 150 men had provision for 45 days. Okay. After 10 days, 25 men left the fort. Then how long the food lasts the same rate? Okay. Alright. So see, after 10 days, some men are leaving. So what I have to do, I'll just say uh, the food for 150 men. Okay. Last for food for 150 men lasts for I'll just write 45 minus 10. Okay, so 35 days. Alright. Now, for one man we'll find. Therefore, for one man, it is 35, okay, times 150, because they are inversely proportional. Right? We are doing the unitary method. Okay. Now, see what they are saying, 25 men left. So now remaining number of men equals to 150 minus 25. That gives me 125. So the food lasts for, therefore 125 men, food lasts for what you have to do, 35 times 150 over you can do 125. And now when you solve this, you'll get See, you can cancel it out by 25. So 25 5s are 6 are, and now 5 7. So you will get 42 days. Right. So this food will last for 42 days for this remaining people. So you have to write your final answer. Alright. Very interesting question. Now this is very easy question. So what is given here? Time taken and the speed. So we just discussed that they are inversely proportional. So what I'll do, I'll just write speed. I can write time taken also. Okay, anything is fine. So kilometer per hour. I'm taking, this is my x value, and time taken. Time taken. This is in hours. Okay, and I'm taking this as y value. So now what they are saying, 6 hours it is taking for 50 kilometer per hour speed. And now how long it will take if the speed 75 kilometer per hour. So now we have to find this value of y. Alright. So what I can say, speed is inversely proportional to time. Correct. So I can say that speed into time is constant. Right. Now I'll take the inverse proportionality x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. And now when I substitute this value, so 50 times 6 equals to 75 times y. And now to find the value of y, I have to divide both the sides by 75. So I'll get y equals to 50 into 6 upon 75. When I solve this, 25 2 times, 25 3 times, 3 2, and I'll get y equals to 4. Correct? So 4 hours. So the time taken is 4 hours. Okay? Do you understand this one? Write the units properly. Alright. Okay. Now see, this is a similar question. Just what we have solved. So for 450 soldiers, the food provision ends for 40 days. After 10 days, 19 more soldiers came. So how many days? Okay. So the provision for 450 soldiers lasts for 40 days. Right? So therefore, for what I can say, 40 minus 10, because after 10 days, so minus 10, so which is 30 days, right? So now for one soldier, therefore for one soldier, we use a unitary method. Okay, one soldier, it lasts for inverse proportion. So what I can say, 450 times 30. Okay, because of inverse proportion. Now what I can say, after 10 days, what are the, how many soldiers are there? So after 10 days, number of soldiers are 450 plus 90. So this gives me 540, right? So therefore for 540 soldiers, so for 540 soldiers, provisions lasts for, what I have to do, 450 times 30 over 540. Now I can solve this, I can cancel out this. 9 5s are, right? 9 6 are, and then I can cancel out 3, 2 and 2, 25, right? So this will last for 25 days. Alright, so you have to write the final answer. So it will remaining provisions will end at 25 days after. Okay. Now this is very interesting question. Okay. Let's understand this first. See what they are saying. 12 men or 18 women can complete a piece of work in 7 days. Okay. In how many days can 4 men and 8 women can complete the same work? Alright. Now see, there is one special method to solve this type of questions. Okay. So what we'll do, here I can convert, see this 4 men and 8 women in either men or number of women. Okay. So what I am trying to say, let's understand this. So 12 men equals 18 women, right? So what I can say, therefore 4 men equals to what? 18 upon 12 into 4. So what do I get? 4 men equals 6 women, right? Why I have done this? Because here I need 4 men. So now, therefore, what I can say, 4 men plus 8 women are nothing but 6 women plus 8 women, right? So total are 14 women. Now see, my question will change like this. So in how many days 14 women can complete the same work? Now this is more simpler form. Okay, now what do I have? I have 18 women can complete a piece of work in 7 days. So now number of women and number of days if I write, right? So here 18 can complete in 7 days. So I have to find 14 can complete in how many days, right? So this is very easy now. And now as we have the inverse proportionality, I can say that xy equals to constant, because they are varying inversely. And so I can say that 18 into 7 equals to 14 into y. And now I can find the y by dividing both the sides by 14. So 18 into 7 upon 14. So what do we get? Y equals to 9 days. Right. So I can say that therefore 4 men and 8 women can complete the same work in 9 days. Right? Very interesting question. I hope you understand this. Right? You can change this in terms of number of men also. That either way is fine. Okay. Now very important question here. Okay. See what they are saying. 6 men, 6 women can complete a work in 24 days, whereas same work can be done by 8 men and 12 women in 15 days. So what I'll do? See, men, women, okay, and days. Now 6 men, 6 women. So number of days are 24. So I'll make them 1. So what I have to do, I have to multiply them by 24. So I'll make this as 144. So 144 men, 144 women can complete the work in 1 day. Alright. Now same way for the second one. So what do we have? 8 men, 12 women can complete in 15 days. So if I want to find for 1 day, I have to multiply them by 15. So I'll get here 120 and here I'll get 180. Right. So now see, these are total men and women for one day. Here also total men and women for one day. So I can equate them, right? So what I can say now, see, 144 men plus 144 women equals to 120 men plus 180 women. Alright, now once I get this, so I can see what we have to find, one man equivalent to how many women. So I can just subtract that. So 144 men minus 120 men equals 180 women minus 144 women. And now when I solve this, what do we get? 24 men equals, we'll get 36 women. And now when I find for 1, so 1 man equals 36 upon 24, which is nothing but 1.5 women. Alright, so we got the first answer. Okay, so this is 1 man equals 3 upon 2, or you can say 1.5 women. Alright, now we have to find the time taken for 4 men and 6 women to complete the same work. So now from this given value, 6 men and 6 women. So now what I can say is 6 men equals to how many women? So 6 times 3 upon 2. So I'll get this as 9 women, right? Now what I can say, 9 women plus 6 women can complete the work in, so these are 15 women, right? 15 women can take 24 days, right? And now we have to find for how many? 4 men and 6 women. So now let me write this. 4 men and plus 6 women. So this gives me 4 into 3 over 2 women plus 6 women. So these are nothing but 6 plus 6. I'll just write 12 women. Okay, so 12 women can complete the work in 12. Okay, so what to find the number of days? So what I can say, 12 women can complete in y days. And now as they are inversely proportional, so what I can say, 12 into y equals to 15 into 24. And now I can find the value of y by dividing 12. Correct? So what will get? 30 days. Right? 30 days. So this answer is 30 days. So you have to write your final answer. See, very complicated question. Okay. So what we have done, first of all, we made for one day how many men and women can work. Alright, for each of the case. Now we found the number of men, one man equivalent to how many women. So for that we just equate this, okay, these two values which we are getting here. Once we get the one man equals to how many women, right, I can find for this or this. Okay, so I can say that 6 men is how many women. So we got that total women are taking 24 days, so 12 women will take how many days, right? So please do it carefully. Okay, this is very complicated question and it requires a lot of practice because there are so many chances to make a mistake here. Alright, so do it carefully please. Alright, now let's solve the next question. 6 steps can fill the empty cistern in 8 hours. So number of taps which are x for us, okay, and time which is in hours, right? This is y for us. So what I can say, 6 can fill in 8 hours. Now 2 steps were out of order. Okay, so 6 minus 2, which is 4, and you have to find the value of y. Alright, very simple. So what I can say, x is inversely proportional to y. Therefore, xy equals to constant. And what I can say, x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. Now substitute the value and you can find this answer. So 6 into 8 equals to 4 into y. To find the value of y, divide both the sides by 4. So 6 into 8 upon 4, which is equals to 12 hours. So y equals to 12 hours. Right? Easy question. Alright. Now, a group of laborers promises to do a piece of work in 10 days. But 5 of them absent. Okay. So, the remaining laborers complete the work in 12 days. So, find the original number of the group. So, what I can say, let's say, let x be the original number of the group. So, now what I can say, number of laborers. 2, number of days. Now this is our x value, these are y. Now here the original number was x, they can complete in 10 days. Now when 5 were absent, so x minus 5 are remaining, they can complete in 12 days. So we got this table. Now we know that x is inversely proportional to y. So what I can say, xy is constant. And now I can find this. So x times 10 equals to x minus 5 times 12, and now I can find this using algebra. So 10x equals to 12x minus 60. So what do we get? 2x equals to 60 and x equals to 30. So there were 30 people in the, laborers in the group. So you have to write your final answer. Okay. So I hope you understand this inverse proportionality. So these are some variety of questions I have taken. Alright, please solve them and let me know if you have any doubt. If you like the video, please share with your friends, and thank you for watching.